Welcome back. Today we've got a brand new format. It's called Taste It and Make It.
The game is simple. Our normals are going to try and recreate a dish that Kush has made. All they can do is taste, smell and look at the deliciousness and then figure it out and remake it. We're both then going to go down at the end and see how close they got to the perfect dish. Will they pass or will they fail?
Shall we see what we're up against?
Yeah, let's do this.
Has he been kind?
Go. Oh no, he hasn't been kind.
Foam.
I wasn't expecting that.
Is that a massive ravioli?
Yes.
It's a raviolo.
Yes. He's got that right. Barry's got my apron on. Look, it says chef on it.
Oh yeah. Is it also on back to front?
We're going to have to eat this in a different way, aren't we? We're going to have to taste each element and try and figure out what's in there and therefore what out of that we use.
Okay.
In a way, we've got to dissect it. But before we dig in, we're also
Don't think what you doing. What are you doing?
No. I think we've got. Look.
Where are you going to put that?
Okay, so there's
Oh, a bed of
spinach.
spinach. Okay, right.
Imagine if Jamie just ate the whole raviolo.
So the dish title, Crab and Scallop Mousse Raviolo with artichokes, crab bisque sauce, tarragon crisp and wilted spinach. There's lots of other key flavours in there. What are you hoping they're going to pick out?
Hopefully they get saffron in the pasta, not saffron in the bisque, to give it that lovely vibrancy of colour and flavour. Artichokes, we've given them a red herring, which you'll describe later. Tarragon crisps on top. There's also tarragon and a bit of coriander and pickled ginger through the mousse, as well as lemongrass in the bisque to take the flavours to the Far East just a little bit.
Tarragon.
Tarragon.
Yes.
Write down tarragon.
My goodness, they're making notes.
He took a photo.
On the nose, I'm getting saffron.
It smells fishy, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh.
That is so good.
Oh no!
You know what that is, boys?
That is outstanding.
That's ridiculous.
I'm going to use a word.
Yeah.
Bisque.
It's a bit. Yeah. It's a saffrony fishy bisque.
Biscuit.
Now, how do you make the froth? I'm going to wash it so I can look at it.
He's washing it.
Not in soapy water.
Yes, he is.
It's absolutely jam-packed.
That is
Full of crab meat.
wafer thin as well.
No, that's. Oh my goodness, this is really hard.
Crab and chives.
Will they get the fresh coriander? Will they get the pickled ginger?
Well, maybe we team up on the sauce.
Yeah.
Someone make pasta. You make good pasta.
You make good pasta, definitely.
You can make pasta. So you make pasta. The time-consuming thing is probably going to be bisque and pasta because we're going to need to let it rest.
Artichokes need to cook.
Artichokes, I think I know how to do those. I think we're just going to pan fry.
How?
Yeah, let's enjoy that moment.
That was stunning. What you're about to see might not be.
Okay, enough tasting. Their 45 minutes start now. Also, massive thanks to Shebeen. It was your comment that suggested this and we loved it so much that this is about to become a thing.
We're going to do this in butter, right? It's a restaurant dish.
Yeah, everything's cooked in a ton of butter.
Do it in butter.
And more salt than in the town of Malden.
So are you sure on celery, carrot and shallots?
Yeah.
Diced fine.
I'm not sure, but I think it's a logic from all the things that we've learned.
Shallots are essentially restaurant onions.
Yeah.
Try to do equal amount, like that.
Yeah. Because we're going to strain it, could you chop up all the lemongrass?
Lemongrass?
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, I don't think it would be there if it wasn't in it. We know we're not going to get it perfect. I think if we get this 40% there, that will be a ginormous that'll be as good as we can get.
Even if it looks similar.
So the process, make pasta, let it rest. That's 5 minutes to make it. Knead it, let it rest for half an hour.
Jamie's on that.
Jamie's on that. The crab bisque takes the longest time. You want to smash the crab shells up, give them a nice roast, cut all your vegetables, sweat them down gently.
Good
with your
colour on the
spices.
veg as well.
Good even colour, not too dark, not too light. You want to bring out the sweetness, but I really want to get that crab smashed up and roasting to get all the flavour from it. They got fish sauce, but it just won't cut the mustard.
Interestingly, the fish sauce and the mustard were both red herrings.
They were, and they've taken both. Oh, Michael's picked up a globe artichoke.
He started with the globe artichoke, panicked, and moved to Jerusalem, which he's more comfortable with. Is it right?
I'm confident. Oh, am I confident? Boil and then fry? Right, I'm just going to have to get a wiggle on. Can we have a quick brainstorm.
I think you have to boil them first. I think it's the only way you'll get it soft.
So you don't want too much water getting into it. So I think leave it whole.
And then chop them.
And then chop them, yeah.
Like you
so.
would a potato.
Yeah.
Fine, that's a good idea.
Pasta is made, resting in the fridge.
Spaff,
Yeah.
do you want to have a shot at the crab centre?
Yeah.
So they found the dressed crab, so fully picked, brown and white meat separated, because it would be too much in the time for them to steam and pick crab. But that's for the filling, as well as a mousse made out of scallops and double cream. Just equal amounts, scallops, double cream, and a touch of salt in a food process.
So I'm going to try and tackle the crab filling of the raviolo. Now my thinking is white crab meat, very delicate flavour, really tasty. Brown crab meat, loads of flavour, but I would associate that with the cheaper part. I think looking at this is mainly white crab meat. So I'm going to try and get just the white crab meat from these crabs.
No, I don't. I would disagree because the dark.
it's got a bit
I
brown?
think the dark stuff is the tasty stuff.
It's got the flavour, but that's...
I think you got to mix it. People pay for the white stuff, but
Yeah.
the flavour comes the other. So I'd mix a little bit of the other stuff in.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Yeah.
80-20.
80-20.
So I went 100% white meat, because the bisque has all of the brown meat going through it from the smashed up crab. So you get both the full flavour of the crab in the dish, but separately.
I think it'll be interesting, and at the moment I'm not convinced whether crab will make it into the bisque.
So far they haven't seen the scallops, or they haven't talked about scallops yet, and that's what makes the airiness of the mousse.
Is the creamy element to the sauce added in at the end?
Yeah, I think you finish it with cream. Like you emulsify a sauce at the end with butter, don't you?
Yeah.
Is there lemongrass in this one, Baz?
There's lemongrass in there, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So we've got celery, shallots, carrots, sofrito, mirepoix, wherever you're from, bay leaf, frying in oil, and chopped up lemongrass. And we want to sweat that down.
Why is this here?
But that's the exact type of thing that they would use. What's it smell of?
Zambuca.
It's not. Read the name. It's literally written on the label.
Oh yeah, it's very...
That's
It's
Zambuca.
aniseed, isn't it? Yeah.
Just try it.
No, I'm all right.
That is just posh Zambuca.
And how would you describe the posh sambuca?
Pernod, the pure essence of anise. So everything from fennel, star anise, fennel seed, licorice, all those notes. It's lovely in moderation.
Yeah.
I use a tablespoon in the bisque to do about 6 or 7
I always think
portions.
it's like a bouillabaisse, something like that. It's classic.
Yes.
So what have you got going into the crab meat?
So far I've got a bit of crab meat, a bit of lime zest, and I'm going for a little bit of sushi ginger. It's
Oh, can you taste it?
There's something else going on.
Okay.
And so I'm going for a little bit, mix it in,
Taste
it.
All the rest of the dark stuff you're not using, we put into the bisque.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
worried that we're not using the scallops, and
Yeah.
the brown crab meat could go into the bisque.
Brown crab meat definitely into that.
But
But
that-
I don't. There's.
They don't have scallops in them, do they? Because you want
You want to buy
You don't
it?
want mushy
Have a look.
scallops.
So I made a scallop mousse for a Chef Unleashed video,
And you made a bisque.
and I made bisque.
So they have all witnessed this being literally demonstrated by you.
That could be scallop. No, that's crab.
What's making that wet?
That is a good point.
It's a really good
Some
question.
stock.
What does he mean by wet?
I think he means moussey and giving it texture, bounce.
Do you think I'll do the spinach? Do you think the fried tarragon could be done last minute as well, or not? Should it now?
No,
It
I
wasn't
don't
crispy,
think so.
was it?
It was.
Was it crispy?
Yeah, it was crispy.
Well, it was crispy, but then Jamie picked the whole thing upside down and put it into his hand.
If that's spinach, you think it's just been like blanched and then squashed down
Garlic.
with butter? Yeah, with garlic and butter.
Okay, declaze with white wine.
Yeah.
Go on, lots of white wine. Don't be shy. There was no garlic in the spinach. There is garlic in the bisque, but that's fine.
Still no crab shells in the bisque.
Two pinches of saffron.
Oh, that's quite a lot.
Is that quite a lot?
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
Oh dear. Well, it tastes quite saffrony.
Yeah.
Saffron alert. Not going in the pasta.
It's going in the dish.
Not the end of the world, as long as you can still taste it. It's not lost.
Mike's currently eating your red herring dried apricots, I think.
There's honey here, and there's candied apricots.
No, there's no sweet. There's the sweetness.
But there must be sweetness somewhere because of the balance of the dish.
It's a very nice passata in the back. for the bisque, and the scallops are naturally sweet protein, and they go through the filling.
I know it won't taste sweet or taste of honey, but it could be a little thing that might be missing. Just to round it off.
When do we turn from this being calculated, just throwing random stuff into a bowl?
No, when we start tasting it.
That is exactly what we're doing, is overthinking it.
Oh, he's going for whole grain mustard.
Interestingly, whole grain, but you can see there is no whole grain.
Yeah.
It's why I left it there, so they can rule it out by not seeing it.
What do you think about me adding a little bit of cream for the wetness for the crab filling?
I think so, yeah. I think it's got something.
Has a flavour profile, delicious, but not what they tasted.
So it's crab, lime zest.
It looks more like the centre of that. Did it have chives through it? It had chives through it.
I don't think it was chives. I think that was a whole grain mustard.
What? Oh no.
No.
Chives are green.
Oh, he's colourblind.
It was a little bit of coriander.
What's whole grain mustard?
Yellow balls.
There was no whole grain mustard at all. There was green
got green
chives.
flecks through it.
Okay.
There was no red.
Okay.
Just green.
Okay.
That's it.
Should we get you some chives?
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Did you put whole grain mustard in?
Yeah, a little bit of whole grain mustard.
There's no whole grain mustard in that anywhere.
But it wasn't chive, it was coriander.
Yes, but if you do mustard, then chives work with mustard down that route. He's got a bird's eye chilli in front of him. It's whole, it looks like. That'll give a nice tickle to it. I put a bit of chilli powder or cayenne pepper in the filling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's good.
That's good.
Good use of shell. That whole shell's not going to blend up, though.
I hope now they don't try and blend it, because that would really hurt the machine.
Yeah. Whereas ideally, they would have put things like the legs and the smaller parts of crab in, roasted them down, or really seared them off.
How good would it be if ours tasted better than Cush's?
I'm happy that this tastes nice. I don't know.
We're not looking for nice.
I know. I don't know if it tastes the same, but it tastes good.
Oh, it's absolutely delicious.
It's not.
It's a different dish.
It's a different dish.
Have another look at that crab meat. But there are some chunks, which I assume was chunky white meat. Either you've knocked that out in mixing it, or we need to put a few chunks of scallop in it.
Yes, come on, Barry.
Blend the scallop in.
Like, they should really now just take stock of how I cook. I blend things. Right?
That's true.
So let's blend the scallops up. It's a luxury, but you get a lovely silky texture.
Yeah.
How are your artichokes looking? Oh, good.
So Barry's cooking garlic, ready for his spinach.
Yeah.
So the garnishes are coming along. The sauce needs to be strained, pasta rolled.
Still very, very, very possible in 15 minutes. I do think they need to get a wiggle on.
Yeah.
We're doing well, boys.
Flour, are we?
We have no idea whether it's going to taste there, but we've got to a point of some logic. Stock or bisque being sieved. Yeah, artichokes definitely don't look like his.
I reckon the artichoke's going to be delicious. They're just wrong.
Yes.
Are they? Can you eat one and just make sure that they should have a slight bite?
Yeah. Did you season them?
Yeah.
Because they're really salty.
Are they?
There's quite a difference in flavour between the two types of artichokes.
I think it's more of a textural difference as well.
Yeah.
One is more fibrous, where one is more almost like a sweet potato consistency.
Right, does anybody know how we're going to froth this sauce?
Through that strainer thing.
Just do that, is that how you froth it?
I think so. I just genuinely don't know. This feels like it needs to be strained more like through muslin. Boys, I'm going to ruin a tea towel.
Oh, it's one tea towel destroyed.
Okay, but that's all the sauce we've got, so we've got to get this right. Sorry, I've got to get this right. Cream.
Here.
Thanks, mate. 5 minutes.
Good amount of filling, looks probably on par. Again, he only needs to make one, but he's taking no chances with the contingency. Barry is making the tarragon crisps, which is great. He's got into hot oil, it spat back at him. A simpler and quicker version?
You cling from a plate, brush it with oil, put your herbs onto the oil, bit of seasoning, and microwave it for a minute. And essentially, that's all you need. That amount of oil on the cling film fries it in the microwave.
Spaff, you're doing an amazing job. Barry, can you help me froth this? I don't know how to do it.
Why do we? I've been
we have
asking that
big
question.
frothy machine, that big
What,
frother.
straight into what? Into another bowl? Back into that?
I don't know, I guess so, yeah.
Are they making a foam by... There's a stick blender by their knees.
Trying to agitate it through a sieve into a bowl to make it airy.
Oh, you know what they're thinking. Pilly.
I I don't think they are. I don't think they're thinking.
Surely that's the only way you agitate is to emulsify a sauce. That's what they're thinking.
It's just gone through. Of course it has.
Oh. I thought you were going to shake it.
What now done?
I don't know.
This is just a really fine... Right, we have not got any bubbles.
No. Should we whisk it? It's got cream in it. I'm just going to whisk it.
He's trying to whisk it bubbles into it. Barry's just run off. I just seen Barry run past the window.
He's going to try and steam.
I would really love to know how to do this properly, which is why I'm excited to be told. No, it's not doing anything. It's not even thick. What's that?
I'm going to make you a coffee.
Brilliant.
You're using the coffee, well, the wand steamer.
Do it. That could actually save us.
Our milk wand on our coffee machine is never going to taste the same.
Spinach in the centre. 4 chefs working odd numbers. 5. Come on, Barry!
Where's the crab meat gone?
Where's the crab?
It's in there. The good thing is, it's not to come out of there.
We've got another one.
What do you mean we've got another one?
Well, there's not much
one there,
crab
you-
meat in it.
I know, but
It's shrunk right back.
yeah.
Okay, just do it.
Mike's armed with more than sea salt. If every element has been seasoned, I don't think there's a garnish of sea salt.
No.
Oh, mate, well done. Go on, go for it. There's no froth!
There's froth at the end.
Okay, that's enough.
The froth's still there still. Oh.
That's okay. Let's get these on. It's all the same colour.
I'm sure it would taste nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat it like you ate mine.
Oh, yeah. And then he said, I don't think the tarragon crisps are very crisp. No, because it's been in your palm for 30 seconds. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is hard because never does Kush sit there and judge us compared to his own dish.
I know.
It never happens. But it has to.
It was a difficult challenge.
What we love is that you picked up on some of the flavours. So like the lemongrass, and added that in. The pickled ginger that went in. The pasta looked to be really, really good, the way you rolled it. It's nice and thin. It became the envelope for your filling, which was just lacking body. Scallop.
Oh, it was. We talked about it so much.
But we couldn't find. We thought, why would you use scallop if you're not using the whole scallop texture?
Yeah.
So look, this was the name of the dish. Crab and scallop mousse raviolo.
Would have helped.
Now, Jamie, you took on all of that. The filling, the pasta, you rolled it, you shaped it, you did the dish. It was served with artichoke, crab bisque sauce, tarragon crisp, and wilted spinach, which the other two did all of the sauce and the garnish to go with it. So that's how you divided. You took a photo from the start, so it looks almost identical. You made notes, you forgot to set a timer. So actually, when it got to the last 15 minutes, you panicked.
I think we struggled to work out what techniques we wanted to focus on. The fact we missed the mousse, which is a massive technique, meant there was a lot less to do.
So it's a saffron pasta dough to give it the colour and the flavour. It's a crab bisque. You made a fishy soup, I think. The main focus was that huge crab on the side. Think of it making a really strong stock. Lots of bones, lots of roasting. Same process. Smash crab up, roast it off, throw it in.
So we're only a couple of
A
things
few steps
off.
away, but key
But
steps.
key, big, important steps.
I think the standout of a crab bisque is the shells that need to be roasted into it and then blended up. And without that shell of the shellfish, it's tasty, but it's not the bisque that we were hoping for. However, I think the artichokes look really good. There's a nice colour. You had 5 on the plate, which are identical. They're cooked well. It's just the wrong artichoke. We wanted Globe, not Jerusalem.
And you picked up the Globe artichoke.
But do you know why I put it
started to
down?
look at
Because
it
I
and you said-
know how difficult and time consuming it is, and I went for what I knew how to handle.
But lovely artichokes. And it pairs well with the mustard in the crab.
Can I ask a question actually? How do you get the foamy bubbles in the bisque?
So if you put all the crab in, like the whole crab and all the shells, crab meat has natural lecithin in it. Lecithin's an emulsifier which helps things foam.
So the nature of the classic bisque, it does it for you if you do it properly.
But I know you struggled a lot with the sauce. There was a lot of pans and sieving and tea towels and coffee machines.
When you say it like that.
And interestingly, it's probably the most complex part of the dish. But all in all, as a process to watch unfold and the three of you working and communicating more or less together, I thought it was really fun.
Yeah. It was really fun to do.
It was really fun to do.
And I've learned tons.
It was such an interesting challenge. Should we do this again?
Yeah.
And if we should, what dish should we try and taste and then make?
Because this man can make anything good.
Thanks, mate. Except for a bisque.